To uncover the true essence of someone's character, you only need to observe 5 key traits. Welcome to Wisdom of Ancients. Before you skip ahead, let me ask you one simple question. How well do you really know the people in your life, or even yourself? What I'm about to share isn't just another generic list of personality traits or shallow advice. It's a deep exploration into ancient Stoic wisdom, a philosophy so profound that it has influenced the way people perceive human nature for more than 2 millennia. Today, we're diving into 5 core principles that not only reveal a person's true character, but also help us navigate the complexities of human relationships. These principles are just as relevant today, in our fast-paced modern world, as they were in the days of Marcus Aurelius. So, grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and prepare to rethink what it really means to understand those around you. These 5 timeless principles will not only change the way you view others, but they will also challenge you to live with greater clarity, integrity, and wisdom. Let's begin our journey through Stoic philosophy, starting with the first principle. 1. Observing how someone treats those who can't help them. The search for genuine character has always been a subject of fascination and reflection. One of the most revealing ways to understand someone's core values is to watch how they treat people who can offer nothing in return, who can't help them or benefit them in any way. This principle lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy. As Seneca famously said, "Treat those beneath you as you would wish those above you to treat you." Such interactions strip away the facades we put up, revealing whether someone's kindness is authentic or if it's simply a tool for self-interest. In our increasingly transactional world, this perspective offers a timeless approach to not only assessing others, but also examining ourselves. At the core of this principle is the way we treat those in service roles, such as waitstaff, subordinates, or even strangers. A sincere smile, a heartfelt thank you, or a simple acknowledgement to someone working behind the counter may seem insignificant, but these moments carry immense weight. They show a person's respect for the shared humanity that unites us all. When someone holds the door for a stranger or offers help to someone struggling with their bags, they are demonstrating compassion and selflessness that goes beyond the expectations of social norms. On the flip side, someone who dismisses these individuals with annoyance or indifference is revealing deeper truths about their character, often rooted in arrogance, entitlement, or a lack of empathy. Even in everyday interactions, we can find subtle yet significant tests of character. Imagine walking through a crowded street and accidentally bumping into an elderly person. A compassionate response might be to offer a reassuring smile or say, "No worries." The impatient person, however, might react with irritation or even anger. These spontaneous moments, though minor, provide a raw glimpse into how someone truly views others. This is where modern Stoicism offers a valuable framework. While we cannot always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. These responses reflect the values that guide our actions and our ability to live harmoniously with others. Another important aspect to consider is how someone engages with vulnerable groups in society, such as the homeless or marginalized communities. A small act of kindness, stopping to offer spare change or a friendly word, requires little effort, but speaks volumes about a person's empathy. Ignoring or dismissing such individuals, on the other hand, often reflects a deeper disconnection from the struggles that we all share as human beings. As Marcus Aurelius wisely wrote, "What injures the hive, injures the bee." This Stoic understanding of interconnectedness suggests that when we fail to uplift others, we harm ourselves as well. Showing kindness in these moments not only benefits those we help, but also reinforces our own moral integrity. Small, consistent acts of kindness ripple outward. While grand gestures often attract the most attention, it's the quiet, unnoticed moments that build trust, inspire others, and reveal the true moral character of a person. The individual who consistently treats others with respect, regardless of their social or economic standing, is embodying the virtues that Stoics like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius valued so deeply. Their kindness is not about seeking recognition or reward. It's about recognizing the inherent worth of others. It reflects their inner values, not their external circumstances. Like a steady flame, Their actions illuminate not only their own character, but also the lives of those they touch. In today's world, which can often feel self-centered and fast-paced, these Stoic principles remain more relevant than ever. Helping a janitor clean up a mess or taking a moment to listen to a stranger in distress may not bring public applause, but these actions reflect an authentic moral compass. As Epictetus reminds us, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. The practice of kindness, then, is not about showcasing your good deeds, but about living in alignment with your values. Cultivating this awareness in ourselves requires continuous reflection and effort. How do we treat those who can offer us nothing in return? Are we courteous to service workers, patient with others during minor inconveniences, and compassionate toward those in need? These aren't rhetorical questions. They challenge us to examine our behavior and align it with the principles we want to live by. Modern Stoicism emphasizes that we can only control our actions, words, and attitudes while letting go of the desire for external validation. When we treat others with dignity and kindness, we not only build a good reputation, but also cultivate inner peace. The lesson here is universal. How we treat those who can neither help nor harm us is the truest reflection of our character. This principle applies in both professional and personal settings. Consider a leader who treats their employees with respect, listens to their concerns, and creates a positive atmosphere even when no one is watching. The goal is not just to judge others, but to use these observations to improve ourselves. By striving to treat everyone with fairness and respect, we become role models and exemplify the kind of character that Stoics like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius admired. As Stoic philosophy teaches us, the pursuit of virtue is a lifelong journey. The choices we make in our daily interactions with others define the legacy we leave behind. By embracing these lessons, we create a ripple effect of positivity that goes beyond individual actions. Through consistent practice of kindness, empathy, and respect, we contribute to a more harmonious world. True character, after all, is not about what we say, but what we do when no one is watching. It is through these actions that we find meaning and purpose, not only in our own lives, but in the larger fabric of humanity. This is the enduring wisdom of Stoicism, which offers a guide not only for assessing others, but for living with integrity, compassion, and resilience. One of the fundamental aspects of modern Stoicism is how we react to seemingly small inconveniences. These moments often expose our true selves, as our responses to them typically occur automatically, without much forethought. Consider a situation in which someone's meal arrives a bit cooler than expected at a restaurant. One person might vent their frustration loudly at the server, while another remains calm and asks politely for a solution. The contrast between these reactions is stark. The first demonstrates a lack of self-control, while the second displays composure and patience. A similar scenario can unfold during a traffic jam. One driver might angrily honk their horn, creating tension for everyone around, while another might use the time to listen to a podcast, meditate, or simply accept the situation. These everyday moments show that how we handle minor annoyances often holds more weight than our responses during more significant events where it's easier to maintain a composed exterior. The importance of managing minor disruptions becomes even clearer in work environments. Imagine a technical issue or a delayed email response. Does the individual escalate the issue with anger, or do they take a moment to consider practical solutions? Those who stay calm not only resolve issues more efficiently, but also foster a spirit of collaboration and understanding within their teams. How we react to these everyday occurrences creates an atmosphere of either harmony or unnecessary tension in the workplace. This underscores the Stoic principle that we have control over our responses, not external events. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, these moments are opportunities for growth. How we handle life's small disruptions with grace reflects our ability to adapt, a trait central to resilience. A person who smiles and accepts an incorrect coffee order, perhaps even expressing gratitude to the barista, demonstrates inner peace and a preference for emotional well-being over temporary frustrations. These actions showcase emotional intelligence and maturity, the very essence of Stoicism in practice. By reframing inconveniences as challenges to overcome rather than irritations to endure, We nurture a mindset that values calm over chaos and thoughtful action over impulsive reaction. In contrast, poorly managing minor inconveniences often leads to a negative ripple effect. For instance, someone who reacts with anger to slow internet speeds may unknowingly create tension and stress for everyone around them. These knee-jerk reactions reveal a lack of emotional regulation, which can erode relationships and escalate personal stress, making minor problems seem disproportionately large. Seneca's advice on this matter is particularly insightful. A man is as unhappy as he has convinced himself he is. By dwelling on inconveniences, we magnify their impact, but by choosing to rise above them, we diminish their hold on us. These seemingly small irritations act as mirrors, reflecting how we deal with life's unpredictability and showing whether we bring peace or discord into our daily interactions. Managing these moments with patience, emotional control, and a positive outlook is not just about maintaining our own peace, but also about creating a more harmonious environment for others. When we choose calm over chaos, we inspire those around us to adopt the same approach, embodying the Stoic ideal of being a steady force amid the storms of daily life. This consistent strength of character transforms not only ourselves, but also our communities. It serves as a reminder that the principles of modern Stoicism are timeless tools for navigating both significant and everyday challenges. Your approach to life, when aligned with your highest values, shapes your character in profound ways. As Seneca wisely noted, it's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Given that, how will you choose to spend the time that remains? What do you believe truly reveals the depth of someone's character? Is it how they treat those who cannot benefit them? Or perhaps how they react to minor inconveniences? Or is it about how they value time and commitment? Make sure you keep watching till the end. There's an unexpected insight awaiting you. Now, let's talk about acting unseen. A person's true nature often shines through when they think no one is watching. This idea, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, was emphasized by Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism. He believed that living in harmony with nature and reason requires steadfast consistency, irrespective of external scrutiny. The essence of this principle is that integrity isn't defined by what we do when there are rewards or punishments at stake, but by our actions when no one is looking. Take something as simple as returning a shopping cart at the grocery store. While it might seem insignificant, it can be a true test of one's commitment to responsibility. When someone takes the time to return the cart, even in unpleasant conditions like rain or when they are in a hurry, it shows respect for shared spaces and a commitment to principles over convenience. On the other hand, leaving the cart abandoned in the parking lot reflects a disregard for communal well-being, prioritizing personal comfort over collective responsibility. This theme extends beyond parking lots and grocery stores. Public spaces like break rooms, parks, or any shared areas often provide opportunities for character to emerge. Someone who cleans up after themselves without being reminded or acknowledged shows accountability and respect. These small actions reveal that they understand each individual plays a role in maintaining order and fairness. Conversely, neglecting such duties suggests a lack of respect for others and a mindset that disregards the unspoken social contract. Similarly, how we handle shared resources, whether it's refilling the coffee pot at work or properly disposing of trash, speaks volumes about our awareness of the impact our actions have on others. Honesty in unseen situations is a pure demonstration of integrity. Imagine finding a wallet or a valuable item. Choosing to return it, rather than keeping it for personal gain, shows alignment with a moral compass that goes beyond immediate self-interest. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By choosing honesty in situations where deception might go unnoticed, a person demonstrates a commitment to virtue. On the other hand, opting for dishonesty in the absence of accountability reflects a willingness to compromise ethics for short-term gain, ultimately eroding trust and undermining one's character. Workplace behavior is another area where unseen actions reveal much about an individual's integrity. An employee who consistently meets deadlines, appreciates teammates, and maintains high standards even when the boss isn't around, exemplifies reliability and discipline. These actions reflect the Stoic principle of focusing on what is within one's control: effort, diligence, and respect for others. In contrast, individuals who cut corners, shirk responsibilities, or take undue credit when no one is watching reveal a lack of self-motivation and integrity. Such behavior erodes trust and reveals a person who is unreliable in both big and small matters. Small, selfless acts performed without expectation of recognition often carry deep meaning. Whether it's donating anonymously, standing up for someone in distress, or helping a stranger without publicizing the act, these actions reflect a person's intrinsic commitment to kindness and virtue. Marcus Aurelius, in his writings, asserted that the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed. In the end, our choices in private, acts of kindness, responsibility, or honesty, serve as the foundation for how we face life's broader challenges. Marcus Aurelius's timeless wisdom, "What we do now echoes in eternity," urges us to remember that every decision, no matter how small or unseen, contributes to the legacy of our character. By observing how others behave when they think no one is watching, we can uncover their deepest values and priorities. These reflections also challenge us to examine our own unseen actions, encouraging us to align our private behavior with the principles we express publicly. In a world where social media and surveillance blur the lines between public and private behavior, the concept of unseen integrity becomes even more crucial. Modern Stoicism teaches us that our worth is not defined by external validation, such as likes or followers, but by our ability to remain true to our principles, regardless of recognition. The smallest of choices, like returning a shopping cart, cleaning up after ourselves, or honoring commitments in private, might seem trivial. Yet, they define the very fabric of one's character. They remind us that integrity begins with the smallest, most personal decisions and builds the foundation for a life guided by virtue. Living with this awareness transforms how we engage with the world. Instead of seeking external validation, we focus on aligning our actions with our core values. The satisfaction comes from knowing we've done the right thing, even when no one is watching. By striving for consistency between our private actions and public persona, we embody the essence of integrity. This alignment, as modern Stoicism suggests, is the cornerstone of a meaningful and virtuous life. A life where our actions resonate not only in the present, but in the lasting impact they leave on both ourselves and the world around us. Inner strength. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor, exemplified this when he wrote that the true worth of a man is measured by the objects he pursues. Power, when rooted in virtue, uplifts not just the individual, but those around them, fostering trust, collaboration, and mutual respect. A person who wields power with humility and service demonstrates leadership of the highest order. Take, for example, a team leader newly entrusted with responsibility. If they prioritize the collective good by engaging with their team, understanding individual strengths, and addressing challenges, they create an environment of empowerment. This builds trust and fosters a culture where every member feels valued and motivated. Modern Stoicism teaches us to view such leadership not as an assertion of dominance, but as a service, a chance to elevate others and create harmony. Contrastingly, those who misuse power, whether through belittling others, withholding resources, or asserting control unnecessarily, reveal insecurity masked as authority. Such individuals often equate power with superiority, prioritizing their personal gain over the well-being of others. Their actions sow discord, diminish their credibility, and erode relationships, reinforcing the timeless Stoic insight that no man is free who is not master of himself. Even in seemingly minor contexts, power unveils the essence of character. Consider the subtle influence of holding privileged information. Choosing to share it responsibly or to keep it confidential when necessary shows integrity and respect for others. On the other hand, using that information to gossip, manipulate, or undermine trust highlights a lack of ethical grounding. These small decisions, often unnoticed by the wider world, have profound ripple effects, reinforcing that true character is revealed in moments of subtlety, not spectacle. Compassion in positions of power is another vital measure of character, often shining in moments of pressure. A manager faced with a tough decision, for instance, who takes time to listen to differing perspectives and empathize with those affected, shows emotional intelligence and moral clarity. This ability to balance fairness with firmness not only resolves conflicts more effectively, but also inspires respect and loyalty. In modern life, where leadership is frequently equated with assertiveness and decisiveness, such empathy-driven approaches remind us of the importance of humanity in authority. Seneca's words resonate here. He is a great man who can treat his inferiors with kindness as well as his equals. Power also manifests in personal relationships, where it may seem less obvious but is no less impactful. In friendships, family, or romantic partnerships, moments of influence frequently arise. Do we use those opportunities to uplift, offer support, or nurture the bond, or do we exploit them for personal gain, manipulating others to achieve our ends? The fairness and consideration with which we approach these interactions build or undermine the trust that forms the foundation of meaningful connections. For instance, in a disagreement with a partner, the ability to handle the situation calmly, avoiding coercion or emotional manipulation, reflects strength of character and emotional maturity. It is in these everyday moments that the principles of modern Stoicism find their deepest resonance, teaching us to act with both wisdom and compassion. Power is neither inherently good nor bad. It is merely a tool whose value depends on how it is wielded. Epictetus reminds us that people are not disturbed by things, but by their judgments about things, encouraging us to reflect on how we perceive and exercise the power we hold. When we view power as a responsibility rather than a privilege, it becomes a force for positive change, a means to uplift others, and a reflection of inner virtue. Observing how someone handles power not only reveals their character, but also challenges us to examine our own actions and intentions. The truest measure of character shines in these moments when our influence, however great or small, has the potential to either build or destroy. Power, then, is more than a test. It is an opportunity to align our actions with our highest ideals. Those who use it with wisdom, humility, and empathy leave a legacy of trust and inspiration, embodying the best of what modern Stoicism offers in navigating both personal and professional relationships. By observing these behaviors in others and striving to emulate them ourselves, we not only better understand the nature of character, but also take a step toward becoming better versions of ourselves, capable of wielding power as a tool for growth, harmony, and service. Applying the 5 observations. Understanding someone's true character isn't about their grand gestures on a big stage, but rather about the quiet, everyday moments that often go unnoticed. The Stoics teach us that consistent actions in these small, routine interactions reveal far more than any isolated deed. Whether it's observing someone at work, in social settings, or during casual encounters, these patterns can provide powerful insights into their nature. Start by noticing how people treat those who can offer them nothing in return. Service workers, custodians, or strangers on the street. A person who acknowledges others with gratitude, politeness, or even a small smile shows kindness and respect for humanity. In contrast, someone who dismisses or mistreats others in these situations often reveals arrogance or a lack of empathy. For example, a friend who consistently thanks waitstaff and engages with them kindly is more likely to be trustworthy than someone who habitually complains or acts entitled. Another way to gauge character is by observing how someone handles minor inconveniences. Imagine standing in a long line with them or facing a slight delay. Do they laugh it off and stay composed, or do they grow irritable and lash out? Stoicism teaches that emotional control is a hallmark of maturity, and those who can maintain their composure under small pressures often display resilience and self-awareness. Consider the last time someone lost their temper over a minor issue like slow internet. Did their reaction suggest they'd handle life's bigger challenges with grace? Workplaces also provide a revealing view of character. How does a colleague collaborate with others? Do they credit teammates fairly, communicate respectfully, and elevate the group? Or do they dominate conversations and take credit for others' work? Those who engage with humility and generosity are often dependable and self-aware, while those who undermine others or seek the spotlight expose insecurity and ego. Think about the type of person you'd want alongside you during a high-pressure situation. In social environments where people interact cooperatively, deeper insights emerge. A friend who arrives punctually, listens attentively, and engages in meaningful conversation demonstrates respect and dependability. This contrasts sharply with someone who frequently interrupts, appears distracted, or is habitually late, traits that often point to a lack of consideration for others. Over time, these behaviors reveal underlying priorities and values. A friend who is genuinely present in the moment makes you feel valued, while someone preoccupied with their phone signals that their attention lies elsewhere. Personal growth is a journey of self-reflection and aligning outward actions with inner values. Understanding and interacting with others is a key reflection for improving ourselves. The 5 Stoic principles, how we treat others, manage inconveniences, value time, act in private, and handle power, serve not only as a means to evaluate others, but as tools to shape the best version of ourselves. As Epictetus wisely said, it is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Growth begins with humility, the openness to see ourselves as we truly are, along with the courage to evolve. These principles are timeless and resonate strongly in our modern world, where external pressures and distractions often pull us away from our core values. The first step in this journey is to examine how we treat people who cannot offer us anything in return. Do you show kindness and respect regardless of their status or role? Small gestures, like thanking a cashier or holding a door, may seem insignificant, but they reveal your true values. Marcus Aurelius' insight, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts," reminds us that how we treat others reflects the mindset we cultivate. By consistently treating everyone with dignity, you not only build better relationships, but also reinforce your own self-respect, knowing your actions align with your principles. Next, consider how you handle life's small challenges, whether it's a traffic jam or waiting in a long line. These moments test your patience and emotional resilience, revealing whether you can control your reactions or let small frustrations control your mood. Stoicism teaches that we should focus only on what is within our control, our perspective and response. As Seneca wrote, "If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it." Viewing challenges as opportunities for growth and mindfulness helps strengthen your ability to navigate life's larger difficulties with grace and composure. Time management is another critical aspect of personal growth. Reflect on whether you honor commitments, show up on time, and respect the time of others. These actions build trust and show that you value not only your time, but also that of others. If time management is an area of difficulty, setting clear priorities and creating consistent routines can help align your actions with your values. Marcus Aurelius' reminder, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think," underscores the importance of living intentionally and making the most of the time we have while respecting others' efforts. Private actions reveal the truest measure of character. What you do when no one is watching speaks volumes about the values you live by. Do you act with integrity, honor your commitments, and maintain honesty, even when no one would notice if you didn't? These seemingly small, unseen choices form the foundation for the person you are in public and during larger challenges. Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, taught that living in harmony with nature and reason requires consistency, urging us to align our private behavior with our public values to create a life of authenticity and moral strength. How you handle power, no matter how small, speaks volumes about your growth. Power can come in many forms, leading a team, influencing decisions, or guiding others. Do you use power to uplift others, or does it inflate your ego? True leadership comes from humility and a commitment to serve others. Seneca's observation, "It is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness," reminds us that the responsibility of power lies in self-discipline and empathy. Small actions, like giving credit where it is due or listening attentively, demonstrate strong character and help build trust. Personal growth is not about perfection, but about consistent progress. Epictetus reminds us, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." This means embracing vulnerability and accepting flaws as natural parts of growth. By turning these reflections inward, you create a framework for self-improvement where every act of kindness, moment of patience, and commitment to integrity brings you closer to your ideals. In modern Stoicism, the focus is on aligning actions with values, fostering resilience, and rejecting the need for external validation. Every day offers opportunities to practice kindness, patience, honesty, and humility. These small choices shape not only who we are, but also the environment we create for others. By committing to this path, you inspire those around you and cultivate a life of purpose, integrity, and fulfillment. In any organization, unforeseen obstacles, such as tight deadlines or client rejections, are bound to arise. A true leader, however, remains calm under pressure, focusing on finding solutions. This steadiness brings stability, which in turn empowers the team to remain motivated and resourceful. Picture a manager who faces a sudden project failure. Rather than panicking, they reassure their team, highlight the lessons learned, and collaboratively craft a new approach. This calm demeanor helps reduce stress and strengthen trust among the team. On the flip side, a leader who reacts with panic or frustration risks demoralizing their team, undermining confidence, and reducing productivity. The key lesson from Stoic philosophy is the importance of emotional control. As Epictetus wisely stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Time management, often overlooked, is another clear indicator of a leader's discipline and respect for others. A leader who is often late, unprepared, or dismissive of others' time damages their credibility and sets a poor example. In contrast, someone who honors commitments, prepares diligently, and ensures meetings are efficient demonstrates accountability and respect for the team. Imagine a leader who starts meetings on time, sticks to the agenda, and follows up on action items. Their behavior not only fosters efficiency, but also shows the team that their time is valued. When leaders respect time, they cultivate a culture of discipline and reliability, creating a ripple effect throughout the organization. Integrity, particularly in private actions, is another crucial element of leadership. What a leader does when they think no one is watching speaks volumes about their character. Employees are highly perceptive and take cues from their leaders' actions, both public and private. For instance, a leader who handles confidential information carefully or credits team members for their ideas builds trust and loyalty. Conversely, a leader who takes credit for others' not work or bends ethical boundaries for personal gain undermines morale and destroys credibility. As Seneca reminded us, a good character is the only guarantee of everlasting, carefree happiness. Leaders who embody this principle earn the unwavering respect of their teams. The way a leader handles power also reveals much about their character. Power can either uplift or oppress, depending on how it is used. A leader who empowers their team by delegating meaningful tasks, celebrating achievements, and mentoring others fosters a thriving, innovative environment. Think of a leader who regularly recognizes their team's contributions during meetings or provides growth opportunities for those under their guidance. These actions build trust and inspire commitment. On the other hand, leaders who micromanage, hoard credit, or prioritize their own advancement over the team's needs create a toxic environment that stifles creativity and breeds resentment. Stoic principles remind us that power amplifies a leader's inner virtues or flaws. True leadership, as taught by the Stoics, is not about exerting authority, but about serving others with humility, empathy, and resilience. Leaders who apply these principles create workplaces rooted in respect, integrity, and collaboration, environments where individuals are encouraged to grow and succeed. Ask yourself, how do you treat others when no one is watching? How do you react to setbacks? And how do you use your influence to inspire or discourage? By reflecting on these questions and embracing Stoic principles, you can lead with purpose and leave a lasting legacy of trust and empowerment. Leadership is not merely a role. It is a responsibility to bring out the best in others while striving to become the best version of yourself. When it comes to personal relationships, they lie at the core of a fulfilling life and offer valuable insights into our values and priorities. The way we engage with family, friends, or partners reveals much about our character, especially in everyday interactions. According to Stoic philosophy, it's the small, consistent acts rather than grand gestures that form strong, lasting bonds. Mutual kindness, for instance, is the foundation of any meaningful relationship. Imagine a couple where one partner regularly acknowledges the other's efforts, such as expressing gratitude for a homemade meal or assisting with daily chores. These actions, though seemingly minor, build emotional security over time. Similarly, in friendships, being consistently thoughtful and attentive, even during mundane moments, fosters reliability and trust. How we treat others, even those we don't know well, such as waitstaff or cashiers, also provides a glimpse into our capacity for respect and empathy. Would you trust someone who is rude to a server to be considerate during tough times in your relationship? Handling minor inconveniences together is another way to assess the health of a relationship. Life inevitably presents challenges, such as a delayed flight, a misplaced item, or a stressful workday. How do those close to you react in these moments? A friend who lightens the mood with humor, or a partner who stays composed during a disagreement demonstrates emotional stability and a commitment to the relationship. On the other hand, someone who lashes out or withdraws at the first sign of stress may struggle when bigger issues arise. Consider this scenario. You and a friend plan a road trip, but the car breaks down halfway. One person jokes, "The adventure begins now," while the other spirals into frustration. Which person would you trust to help you navigate life's ups and downs? Time management also plays a crucial role in personal relationships. People who prioritize quality time, even amidst busy schedules, show that they value and cherish their connections. Think of a partner who sets aside distractions to plan a meaningful date night, or a friend who consistently checks in with a heartfelt message despite their hectic calendar. These small acts of prioritization demonstrate that the relationship matters deeply. Conversely, someone who regularly cancels plans or arrives late without regard for others' feelings sends a message that the relationship, perhaps even your time, may not be valued. Integrity is another cornerstone of strong relationships. Trust is built through honesty and respect, even in private actions. For example, a friend who keeps your secrets or a partner who fulfills promises, even when it's difficult, demonstrates reliability. On the contrary, gossiping about a friend or breaking a commitment undermines the trust that forms the foundation of a healthy relationship. Imagine promising a partner you'll handle an important task, only to forget it entirely. Do you take responsibility and make amends, or do you dismiss it? These small moments shape how much respect we have for those we care about, and in many ways, they define the strength of our relationships. In relationships, the way we interact often reveals much about our character. This is true whether in a friendship where one person has more social influence, or in a romantic relationship where one partner takes on more decision-making power. How we handle these dynamics speaks volumes. If someone uses their position to manipulate or control, it creates an unhealthy imbalance. However, when power is approached with humility and fairness, it fosters mutual respect. Imagine a friend who generously shares their resources without expecting anything in return, as opposed to someone who subtly uses their advantages to dominate. Which type of relationship feels more balanced and secure to you? By reflecting on and practicing these principles, you can build deeper, more meaningful connections. Ask yourself, are your relationships grounded in kindness, patience, respect for time, integrity, and fairness? These values not only strengthen the bonds you share with others, but also inspire reciprocity, encouraging those around you to match your effort and care. Strong relationships thrive on mutual respect and shared effort, often reflecting our ability to live in alignment with our ideals. The Stoic approach to understanding and nurturing these relationships lies in observing actions over words and striving to embody the values we wish to see in others. What kind of relationships are you fostering, and what do they reveal about the person you're becoming? One of the greatest legacies we can leave behind is teaching future generations to embody strong values and principles. This ensures that the ideals of integrity, resilience, and wisdom continue to thrive long after we're gone. The 5 observations of character: how we treat others, manage inconveniences, value time, act with integrity, and handle power, serve as timeless guideposts for shaping young minds. By instilling these principles in children and young adults, we empower them to navigate life with empathy, self-discipline, and a moral compass aligned with the teachings of modern Stoicism. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." This sentiment captures the essence of leading by example, which is the cornerstone of teaching values to future generations. The journey begins with teaching kindness and fairness, values that lay the foundation for empathy and social awareness. Encourage children to treat everyone with respect, regardless of their role or relationship to them. Simple habits like saying please and thank you, offering help to a struggling peer, or including others in play are small acts that nurture a lifelong habit of compassion. These lessons are most effectively absorbed when modeled by adults. For example, when parents consistently treat service workers or neighbors with respect, children internalize these behaviors. They come to understand that kindness is not based on status or reward, but is a fundamental human value. As Seneca said, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." This is a principle young minds can carry into every interaction. Teaching resilience in the face of minor inconveniences is another critical aspect of preparing children for life's inevitable challenges. Whether it's losing a game, facing a delay, or dealing with disappointment, these moments offer opportunities to build patience and adaptability. Guiding a child to stay calm and find solutions when their toy breaks or a plan changes teaches problem-solving and emotional regulation. These small exercises prepare them for larger obstacles, reinforcing the Stoic principle of focusing on what is within their control. As Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This becomes a practical tool for maintaining composure and perspective in both small and significant challenges. Time management and respect for commitments are equally essential lessons. Teaching children to value their own time and the time of others builds discipline, reliability, and accountability. Simple practices, such as setting routines for schoolwork, chores, or extracurricular activities, help instill habits that will serve them throughout their lives. Encouraging punctuality and the fulfillment of promises teaches them the importance of honoring their word and respecting others' efforts. Marcus Aurelius's reminder, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think," emphasizes the finite nature of time and the importance of using it wisely. A lesson that resonates deeply when shared with younger generations. Integrity, perhaps the most vital of all lessons, is best taught through both instruction and demonstration. Encouraging children to do the right thing, even when no one is watching, shapes their moral framework. Whether it's returning a found item, admitting a mistake, or standing up for what is right, these moments teach them that integrity is not about convenience, but about living consistently with their values. Praising honesty and responsibility reinforces the idea that character is built on everyday choices. As Zeno of Citium taught, well-being is realized by small steps, but it is no small thing, reminding us that even small acts of integrity accumulate into a life of moral excellence. Teaching children to handle power with humility and fairness ensures they grow into leaders who uplift others rather than dominate. Power can take many forms, from social influence among peers to leadership roles in school or community activities. Teaching children to use their strengths to support others, such as sharing toys, helping classmates, or including those who feel left out, nurtures empathy and builds trust. Conversations about fairness and equality further prepare them to wield influence responsibly as adults. Seneca's observation, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor," serves as a reminder that true strength lies in contentment and service, not in exerting dominance over others. By instilling these principles in the next generation, we prepare them to lead with integrity, face challenges with resilience, and contribute to their communities with wisdom and compassion. The 5 observations offer a practical, timeless framework for building character, ensuring that future generations are equipped to navigate the complexities of modern life with clarity and purpose. Modern Stoicism, with its emphasis on inner strength and ethical living, serves as both a philosophy and a guide for teaching young people to live meaningfully leaving a legacy that reflects the best of our shared humanity. If you found value in today's discussion, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Wisdom of Ancients for more insightful content that will help you live with purpose, resilience, and wisdom. Join our community and stay connected for more lessons rooted in ancient philosophy, practical advice, and timeless principles that can transform your life. Subscribe now and become part of our journey toward greater understanding and self-mastery.